I got eggs, brisket, beef fat, liver and ground beef with some sour cream, and sauerkraut. Mm. Mm. Eggs are a huge part of the carnivore diet. One of the most important things about the carnivore diet is to make sure you're getting enough fat. Fat and protein are both essentials. There are essential amino acids and there are essential fatty acids. And you have to make sure that you're getting all that you need. I've got chopped liver in the ground and ground beef mixed here, and in sour cream. Liver is very important. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals. Vitamin A being the number one most important one, but also vitamin E is very important. It's in liver. Vitamin E is also in other organ meats. So you want to make sure you're eating your organ meats. I don't have any seafood in this on this plate, but shellfish like oysters, clams, mussels, and crabs, lobster are very, very important for getting all the nutrients that you need. There's actually quite a lot of vitamin C in crab meat. Some vitamins you don't need quite as much of on a carnivore diet because you're not getting the anti-nutrients from vegetables that block the absorption of certain nutrients. So you don't need to consume as much because your body's utilizing 100% of it. It's not being blocked by the chemicals in the plants from absorbing some of it. Now, carnivore diets vary. Some really, really strict ones would not allow the fermented foods, the fermented cabbage or fermented soybeans, but looser definitions, because the fermentation is done by living animals and you're consuming living animals with the fermented food. Looser definition would allow you to eat the fermented foods. I also consume a lot of dairy. My ancestors were mostly Irish, and the Irish lived for many, many thousands of years on almost exclusively on dairy, things made from cow milk. And so I don't have lactose intolerance, and I do very well on the dairy. And studies have shown that older people, and I'm getting up there in years, have fewer falls and fewer broken bones if they consume dairy. So, all the naysayers out there, you're welcome to your opinion, but it's just an opinion, and the facts don't agree with you. Now, if you have issues with dairy, if you get inflammation of the joints when you're consuming dairy, if you're are lactose intolerant, see if you can find workarounds for it, because dairy has a lot of good pluses. See if you can figure out specifically what it is in the dairy that's causing your issues, and maybe just eliminate it. See if you can find dairy that doesn't have that particular issue with it. Dairy in the form of cheeses, yogurts, cottage cheese, sour cream, heavy cream, and even whole milk does strengthen your bones and muscles. Does, as you get up there in age, help keep you from falling down and help you from having broken bones. And I kind of think that's important. Also, you want to eat a lot of bony meat on a carnivore diet, because you want to eat the gristle and you want to eat the cartilage, and if you can, even the marrow, because all of that has enormous nutrients. the soft parts of the bone, the marrow, the ligaments, the tendons. All of that has really, really important nutrients for your bone and muscle health, and your skin and hair health, eye health. Now, I've never been a calorie counter. Always seemed to me a tedious and ridiculous thing to do. No offense to people who count calories, but I've just never felt the need to do it. With the carnivore diet, rule of thumb is you eat till you're comfortably stuffed, not overly full, just comfortably stuffed. And then you don't eat again until you feel hungry. And if that's tomorrow, well, that's when you eat. If that's even the next day, that's when you eat. You eat when you're hungry. That's the general rule of thumb. And you tend to find when you're eating a lot of protein and fat that you're just not as hungry as often. Hunger is more associated with needing specific nutrients. Your body craving certain nutrients, like maybe it needs protein because you've been working out, or vitamin A, or vitamin E, or some other vitamins. So your hungry says eat, your body says eat. You want to make sure you're getting all of the necessary nutrients. And contrary to popular belief, you can get every single nutrient that you need from animal sources.